Yo, what's up, guys? This is sort of this video is a little different. I just want to get that out of the way. If you guys saw the video on let me try to think what it was called, the kill the noise type of style talking bass. If you saw that video, then you're all ready for this video. And if you haven't seen that video, then go watch that video and come back to this one, because I'm not going to explain things again. Well, I might go over it briefly, but for the full explanation, go see that other video, because we're going to be doing this kind of sound right here. So all that you just heard was just one track playing, and if you guys saw the other video, then you understand what's going on. But this one is going to be adding to that already, so this is like now going even further into the sound. So I'll play you again what I was doing, and I want you guys to notice what I'm doing here with this macro right here. So you can see that what I was doing was I used this macro to turn off and turn on different vocoders. Well, they're the same vocoder. I just had one and I copy. I'll just go ahead and delete this one right here to show you guys what I did. I just selected my first vocoder, which was routed to my massive 17 preset, as you can see. So this is what it's getting the audio from. And what it was doing, so that's what this one vocoder is doing, and I just selected it, pressed Command D, and then I went in and selected 18, which is the track below it, which is playing, which is a copy of this track. So I selected this track and I pressed Command D, and then I got all the same stuff. So if you've seen that other video, like I said, then you'll know exactly what's going on down here. And what I did is I swapped out with the hot swap or swapping instrument thing with Ableton, or if you're in another program, you can just change your VST here. So I took out massive, which copied over from this channel, and I just swapped it in for silent, and I grabbed one of my silent bass patches. And what I did was let's see, I guess this isn't doing anything, so just ignore that. So now it's just playing a different sound, but it has all the same sort of well, actually this doesn't apply. So that's what this one's playing, and the top one's playing this. And now when I switch vocoders, let's see if it still works. Okay, so right now you can see they're both turning on at the same time. I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to map, and I'm going to select on this one, and I'm going to, now that I see it right here, they're both mapped to the same parameter here, or macro. So I'm just going to invert this one. So I can just right click, invert range, and now they're total opposites. So now when I turn on one, the other turns off. So now I'm switching between these two different VSTs, different patches. They do have similar effects on the channel because the second channel is a copy of the first one. Just swapped out massive for silent, and now I'm able to switch between the two vocoders, which is just as you guys know from the other video, is just modulating my voice here with the synthesizers. So it's a pretty cool thing to do. It's just going a little further into what I kind of introduced to some of you in that first video, which is you guys should go watch. It's a long video, but there's so much explanation in there. So that video is called How to Make a Kill the Noise Style Bass, and you guys will see everything that I'm doing here. Also, I did add a little bit of reverb towards the end of this, just very light settings. I just turned on my low and high cut, kind of got a little bit of that high cut or those high frequencies out on the low frequencies. Just threw my diffusion up, turned my pre-delay down, and put my dry wet at like 20%. And it's really cool. This is sort of like a dubstep thing, but you can easily turn this into electro sort of thing, or like a neurofunk thing, or Reese thing, or like let's see, a disco funk thing, complextro. Easily this could be a very cool complextro patch. This is just a very universal sort of cool way to sound design. So as you can, I'll play one more time. And the only problem I'm having with this now is that they kind of sound similar, and I think it's because they have similar processing and that the patches are both bassy. So what I'm going to do now, and you guys, this is just for demonstration, not really showing you guys any patches or anything like that. My problem with this is that I want to have something more high pitch against my talking bass. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in like a riser. Of course we can't hear it because I have to switch this over. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select all these clips, and I'm going to just press Command J, and that's gonna consolidate it. And I'm going to press Command A on my MIDI clips, or my MIDI notes, and I'm going to press Shift up, bring it up an octave. And now that's the total opposite of this. And let's go even higher with this. And so select it. I'm going to press Shift and right arrow to make the notes longer. You know what? That just gave me an idea to use a supersaw instead. So I'm going to find one of my supersaws, one of the ones I made here. So let's see what that sounds like. And you can see that this is a really creative way to write that is sort of easy to kind of let out a lot of different ideas. I mean, it does take a while to set all this up, you know, to record a clip, chop it up, and, you know, add on the vocoders, and then route, you know, the vocoder, the presets you want through it, and then the processing that goes onto each channel. I mean, it's a lot of stuff. And it takes a long time to show you guys that in a video, but you know, once you have the technique down, it only takes really like 10 or 5 minutes for me to open up a new session and get to this point right here where I'm playing around with, you know, this sort of stuff and playing against, you know, ideas. So, you know, for example, you can open up Massive and then just go to a preset or something that you've saved or one of your own, or make a sound real quick, then make another sound off that one, like duplicate it and then change that up a bit, or get something completely different. Then, you know, record your voice, or get an audio sample or a vocal stem or any kind of audio clip, and then just throw some vocoders on it, group them. They're on some macros to switch them, and be sure to invert them so that one turns off when the other turns on. And, you know, you're all set to go. I mean, you can just create whatever you guys want. So, again, this isn't meant to be like a me showing you guys any patches or anything like that. It's just sort of kind of throwing more ideas out there for you guys. So, Please let me know if you guys like this, and if you guys want me to do a much more bigger overview of these kind of things, let me know. Thanks for watching, guys.